So I went to a concert recently. Me and my friend Heather go to a lot of concerts, and most of the time something goes wrong.
So we got the VIP tickets, but we're way back here. Yep. $80 for this. We're back here because the freaking ticket people.
So we decided, no, that's not going to happen. The last concert we went to, we were late, like an hour late, but the part we were there for awesome, except for there was a couple in front of us, really getting it on. Like, really. Like, they were one step away from making a child right there. So we decided, this concert is going to be the best concert ever. Nothing's gonna go wrong. We're gonna get there early. We're gonna leave early. It was an hour and a half away from where we live. The concert started at 7:30, and we were planning to leave at 1. We had pit seats, which was first come, first serve, so we're like, we have to be in the front of the line so we can get the best seats or the best spot in the pit. Well, we ended up having to pick her boyfriend up from work about 2:30, but he was a little bit late. We left about 2:45, almost 3, and we started to get there. We started to go there. We're jamming on the whole way there. It was so much fun, Beyonce come on, we did some single ladies.
They should have put a ring on it in the back line. They should have put a ring on it. If you like it, they should have put a ring.
We got to the event at like 4:30, and we already saw a few people like lining up, and we're like, oh, good, great. There's people here already, we have to get out. Mind you, this is November, and it's cold. So cold. And as we're walking up, we see these girls in dresses and cowboy boots. And it was a country concert, and that's what you do when you go to a country concert, is you wear your little dresses and your cowboy boots. When we went to a concert in May, and we wore dresses, we wore our dress and our cowboy boots. It was at the beach, though, so it was pretty warm. And this is November. I'm wearing a sweater and pants, and I'm freezing. And these girls are over here wearing dresses. So we're standing in line, and it's freezing, and these girls over here probably getting hypothermia from standing there. But we stand there, and then a few minutes pass by, whatever. This woman comes walking up with a strapless dress on that barely come past her butt, and some boots on, no jacket, nothing. And she was saying her friends told her not to get a jacket because she would have to hold it the whole night. Oh my god, and it's so cold. My friends told me not to bring a jacket. I'm like old enough to know better. Then we have these people over here saying that if their entire group didn't get front, they were going to start punching people. Mind you, one of them is extremely intoxicated. So then it got to be a little bit past 5:30, and we see people coming out, and we're like, oh my goodness, are you letting us in? Thank God, because I can't feel my fingers. Turns out, no, they were just telling us, this door's going to be open, and this door's going to be open, and Around 6 o'clock is when these people come out, and he comes to one little gate, and everybody swarms and attacks this one gate. And so we lost our spot in line. We were like the 5th ones in line, and then everybody rushed to this one thing, and we're like in the back. And so we're like, oh my god, this is terrible. We're in the back. Just calm down. Maybe these people don't have pit seats. Maybe they have like assigned seats. It'll be okay. We gotta get to it. We stood there for probably about 30 more minutes, and this whole time I was wearing these flat shoes that had 0 support in them, and my toes start going numb. So we're sitting in the line for an hour and a half in the freezing cold. My toes have gone numb, and now we're in the back of the line. So they split up the crowd into 2 little lines. Somehow we kind of managed to get in the middle of the line, and we had to put our arms out, and they scan our bodies, make sure we're not bringing in guns and knives and stuff. And then there's 4 doors, and we Each line goes into the doors to wait in another line, so that way we can get in. We get through because we don't have any illegal stuff. So we're like the fourth in line now, because we're like, thank God. Whew, we get to be, because I want to be able to touch somebody. If I'm going to pay for pit seats, I want to touch you. We stand in the 4 lines for another hour until it's 7:30, and nothing happens. The people inside the doors are just looking at us like, we're like, we've been here for like 3 hours now. Please let us in. My hair has grown 10 inches from standing out here in the cold. The whole time we're so nervous about getting in because they started this thing called the paperless ticket, which means that you just have to swipe your credit card, the one that you purchased the tickets with, and they'll let you in. So the whole time we're so nervous that this paperless ticket thing is not going to work, but we called them like 5 times each, making sure that we didn't have to have her dad there because he's the one that paid for the tickets. We just had his card, and make sure we didn't have to pick up tickets. So while we're standing in line and it's already almost 7:30, I text my mom and I'm like, call them and make sure we slide the card at the door and don't get tickets at the box office. When they open the doors and we're like, yes, we get to go in finally, but I hope this works, we see people just having to start turning around and leave, and we're like, where are you going? What's going on? And then the word gets out, and then this whole crowd of people just rush to the box office because their card thing didn't work. The way that you use the paperless tickets doesn't work. We called 5 times. My mom called. We did everything to make sure that this thing was going to work, and it didn't. And we were the 4th in line. We had been there for over 3 hours, and now we're in the back of this huge crowd. We're standing in this line for another 10 minutes, and everyone that was behind us going right in. Just going in. We finally get to the ticket booth so the lady can give us our tickets, and we were very worried that we weren't even going to get those because we don't have her dad's ID. We just have the card. But luckily, she hands us the tickets. How can I help you? There's your tickets. And they started this new line for people that had the paperless tickets on the side. So we go over there, and it's going pretty fast, and we get up there, and the 2 ladies in front of us, the thing stopped working again. Are you serious? We stand in one line for an hour and a half, and then we stand in this other line for an hour and a half, and then none of that works, and so we have to go all the way over here, which we called to make sure we didn't have to do. And then you're telling me I still can't get in. My scanner's not working. You see? It's just going. I don't know how to fix it. My scanner's not working. So we're just standing there watching everyone go in like, no, not okay. Let me try yours again. No, it's not working. You see? It's not working. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're gonna have to take a few minutes. My scanner, it's not working. So finally, somebody comes over and helps this old lady out, and we get in, and we're like, okay, where do we go? And so we go up to this person. They're like, yeah, you'll see it's a floor entrance, whatever. And then we get down there, and we go down these steps, and we hustle down these steps. And then this lady's like, yeah, I'll go over here to the pit. And we're like, okay, go to the pit. And then they mark our ticket with a little X, and then the lady gives us a wristband that has little duckies on it. And we get in there to the pit, and there's only probably about 20 people in there, and we still get a very good spot right in the front. And it's like, thank God, that was terrible. And then we're turned around, we're taking pictures, like, yeah, let's document how awesome this experience has been so far. Yeah. So we're ecstatic that we got in, we got a good spot, we're front, we're pumped. And there's this girl beside us who's one of the performer's daughters, and we're like, the whole time I'm just staring at her like this. She wasn't even talking to me, but I was just going. The 45-year-old woman that we mentioned earlier with the strapless dress, she's standing up here. She walks off somewhere. She's gone for the entire time. We don't know what happened to her. And then the show starts, and we're like into it, and she's back. She comes back with 2 of her friends. The people beside her saved her a spot for her. Just her, not 2 other friends. And since she's been gone, all the space has filled up. So we're all packed in there anyways. And then she brings in 2 of her little friends in a spot for 1 person. And so we're already like, okay. And then she's just so extremely intoxicated. She doesn't know where she's at. The whole time she's jumping, having just a great time. But she's jumping all over me. So I'm over here like, okay, well. I'm literally not. This is all involuntary. And she's pushing me, she's jumping on me, she's flipping her hair in my face the entire night. And even when she wasn't jumping around and doing all this, she was leaning on me. I would just be standing here and I'd just move like that, and she'd be standing here, and then I'd move and she'd go. But not only that, the entire night felt her butt on my leg. I have a permanent mental scar of the outline of her butt on my leg. But the thing is, it wasn't just like, it didn't feel like someone was just leaning on me with their butt. Her dress was so thin, I could feel the crack on my leg. I felt her butt crack on my leg the entire night. I'm like falling over, she's pushing me so much, and then finally I'm like pushing her back, like, get the F off of me. She keep jumping on, I'm like pushing, I'm like almost in the freaking floor. She's pushing, and then we like pushed back finally. My friend Heather's like, stop, we are standing here too, stop. All 3 of the girls are just like, it's her, she's done it, she's pushing me the whole time. And I was like, no, you can't jump on me and push your hair in my face and step on me and push me the entire night and blame it on me. Who are you? But luckily, that was the end of the concert. People we went to see are like, thank you guys, whatever, and they're drinking their beer, and then they sling their beer on the audience. I'm drenched in beer. The concert itself, fabulous. Everything else that happened, I wanted to cut someone. No complaints about the artists. They were great, you know. Awesome. You guys did a good show. Too bad other people exist, and we're there too. Private concert next time, okay? Right? Get back to me on that one. I'll be waiting.